Welcome back to the Midnight Fire. Tonight, we're venturing deep into a place wrapped in an unsettling silence, a place known as the woods where the birds don't sing. This isn't just a catchy title. It has a chilling reality for a swath of forest in rural Pennsylvania that has confounded locals and investigators for decades. Imagine stepping under a thick canopy of ancient trees, the air growing heavy and still. The usual symphony of the forest, the chirping, the rustling, the buzzing fades away until there's nothing but an unnerving, profound quiet. This is the experience that has cemented the wood's eerie reputation. Our story begins in the late 1970s. Local residents first started noticing the strange phenomenon. Hunters, hikers, and birdwatchers, people who knew these woods like the back of their hand, all reported the same thing. One moment you're surrounded by the familiar sounds of nature. The next you cross an invisible line and everything goes silent. The birds are gone, not just quiet, but completely absent. No nests, no feathers, no calls. It's as if they actively avoid this particular patch of land. This unnatural quiet has been the subject of local lore for years, a ghost story whispered around campfires, a warning to those who might wander too far off the beaten path. But what could cause such a thing? The theories are as dense as the forest itself. Some locals believe it's a curse, an ancient blight on the land left by forgotten rituals or a tragic event that stained the soil forever. They speak of strange lights seen flickering between the trees at night and a feeling of being watched that follows you until you step back into the world of sound. Others point to more scientific, yet equally puzzling, explanations. Could there be a rare geological formation beneath the ground, emitting a low-frequency sound, something inaudible to humans but deeply distressing to birds and other wildlife? Geologists have surveyed the area, but their findings have been inconclusive, revealing no unusual magnetic fields or radiation that could explain the birds' mass exodus. The mystery deepened in the fall of 1982 with the disappearance of a young botanist named Elara Vance. She was a passionate researcher, fascinated by the unique flora of the Appalachian region. She'd heard the local legends about the silent woods and, driven by scientific curiosity, decided to investigate. Elara theorized that a specific plant or fungus, perhaps toxic or emitting a repellent chemical, could be the cause. She packed her gear for a 3-day expedition, leaving a detailed research plan with her university. She was last seen by a park ranger, smiling and confident as she walked toward the edge of the silent zone. She never returned. Search parties were organized immediately. They combed the woods for weeks, calling her name into the oppressive silence, but they found nothing, not a single trace of her. No backpack, no research notes, no dropped equipment. It was as if the forest had simply swallowed her whole. Her disappearance turned a local curiosity into a headline-making mystery. The case officially remains open, a cold file gathering dust in a sheriff's office, a permanent scar on the community's memory. Elara Vance became another ghost story, her name forever tied to the woods that fell silent. Over the years, others have ventured in, drawn by the enigma. Paranormal investigators have brought their EMF meters and audio recorders, hoping to capture evidence of something otherworldly. Their recordings often come back, either completely blank or filled with strange, unexplainable static, but never the sound of a bird. Skeptics and scientists have taken soil and water samples, testing for contaminants or industrial pollutants that might have seeped into the ecosystem. Yet every test has come back clean. The water is pure, the soil is fertile, and the trees are healthy. By all scientific measures, this forest should be teeming with life. And yet it isn't. One of the most compelling accounts comes from a pair of hikers in the late 90s who got lost and accidentally stumbled into the silent area as dusk was falling. They described an immediate, disorienting shift. The temperature seemed to drop and the air felt thick, making it hard to breathe. They felt a sense of panic, an instinctual urge to run. They said the silence wasn't just an absence of sound, but a presence in itself heavy and pressing. They managed to find their way out after what felt like hours, emerging back into the chirping sounds of the normal woods, shaken and deeply disturbed. They swore they would never go near that place again. So what are we left with? We have a forest where birds refuse to fly, a place where the laws of nature seem to be suspended. We have the unsolved disappearance of a bright young scientist and countless stories from those who have felt the chilling embrace of its silence. Is it a geological anomaly, a subtle environmental toxin we haven't yet discovered, or something else entirely? Could the folklore hold a kernel of truth? Is there something ancient and intelligent in those woods that wants to be left alone? The mystery of the woods where the birds don't sing endures, a testament to the fact that there are still corners of our world that defy easy explanation. It reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying thing is not a loud noise in the dark, but the complete and utter absence of it. The silence is a puzzle box without a key, a story without a final chapter. And until someone can explain why the birds stay away, it will remain one of America's most haunting and least understood mysteries. The woods are waiting, quiet and patient, holding their secrets close. Perhaps some things are not meant to be understood, only to be respected from a safe distance. Thanks for joining us here at the Midnight Fire. If you have any theories or have heard similar stories, share them in the comments below. We read every single one, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Stay safe and stay curious. We'll see you in the next one.